need something to put over the camera so I can provide the illusion that I'm looking at you the entire time I film. See, because when I look at me, it doesn't look like I'm looking at you, and it's all weird. I have an artsy crafty household. How is it that I can't find paint sticks? Ah, maybe a teal Sharpie will work. Nope, can't see that. Oh, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'll do my best to stare. Anyway, so, whole point of this video is we're going over making clear ice. There are videos on this. Some of them are good, some of them are not good. Here's some of my ice that I've made before, which I need to dump. So first thing you're going to want is a small cooler of indeterminate age and cleanliness. I scrubbed it. I've eaten the ice out of it. Nothing's happened yet, so we're probably good. Then, over here. Then, it's really complex. Make sure your kitchen is very dirty. To make the maneuvering of the cooler that much more skillful and impressive on camera. Then, once you get your dirty quiche pan out of the way, you're gonna fill this with water. Getting the technique down for this is very important. You want to make sure that you constantly finely adjust it, not really actually doing anything, but making it seem like you're doing something. It's very important. A sign of a professional is someone who can't leave perfection alone. Alright, and now that you've filled your questionable cooler of questionable cleanliness with water, show it to the camera, see? All filled up. I'm actually going to top that off a little bit. And then for the next super technical step, you're going to move your camera over and then pan down a little bit. And you're going to go over and you're going to put this in the freezer. After this, you're going to want to do your clear ice dance. Only your inner clear ice spirit can tell you what that is. And I can't share mine, otherwise it won't work. It is 9:17. The main thing after your clear ice dance is to wait about 24 hours. In that time, you should do fun things. Enjoy a state park. While you wait for your clear ice to freeze, you can admire your other clear ice that you made. This is a primary reason to make big chunks of ice. I put this in my Yeti yesterday morning, and it's still in there. And yes, my work van is filthy. Another thing you can do while you're waiting for your ice to be clear is wave at your friends. Hi, Courtney! Hi! Alright, so now we're back. It's been 24 hours since we put our water in our questionable cooler. So now it is time to pull it out and wait some more. Right. See here, we've got some nice ice, nice and thick. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to set it right here. And then we're going to wait for like 20 minutes because ice. See, it's super cold right now, and actually if you look it up, there are degrees of hardness of ice due to its temperature. Boring. Point is, if you pull it out right now and try and start working with it, cutting our cubes, it's gonna crack. It won't cut clean. So you've got to let it temper like it's some piece of steel before you start working with it. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes, a little less, and the ice is tempered, and you can tell it's tempered because when you first get it out of the freezer, it's going to frost over, right? But now it's starting to actually melt on the surface, which is what you want. If you try and get this ice out of this cooler beforehand, you're gonna fight it and it's just gonna be a pain in the butt. Whereas if you wait, you should just be able to flip the cooler over and it'll come out. Watch that not happen. Aha! All right, got lucky. So, as you can see here, we've got water draining out because the ice is only frozen about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. And that's how you're gonna get your clear ice because of directional freezing. Once you're at this point, you wanna get something and kind of whack off the extra ice. I'm doing this on a cutting board over the sink for obvious reasons. You know, because I want to drop it in the sink, which is clean. Just cleaned it out because of that. And now that you've got all that excess off, you have a relatively clear cube of ice. There are apparently all sorts of fancy knives you can use to clean up these edges, but you know what I found works just fine is a cheap steak knife with some serration on it. And just dress it up a little bit. Take these edges off. It's not going to be perfect, and we're not going for perfection. Flaws are what give things character, for Pete's sake. Now, for the shaping of your ice, you're gonna need a bread knife. And it's really simple. Pick how wide you want your cube and start gently sawing. And I like to start with a pulling motion because it tends to be easier to get the groove started if you use a pulling motion, and then you can go to your regular sawing motion. And you can see, well, you probably can't, this is not fully tempered, but we'll give it a shot anyway. And then just a little pop. And we've got our first cylinder, like so. And so after that, move this out of the way. We're gonna wanna take it and soon, yay big. Again, drawing motion. Get that groove started. Don't want to put a whole lot of pressure, don't need to. And we should get a cube. However, it did not break cleanly. This is going to take trial and error on your part. It really is. See, in that one, we got an almost perfect clean cut. Boom. It's as simple as that. You just wash, rinse, repeat until you've got your cubes. And get about 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch down. Tap. Boom. Got our next bar of ice. And now that one came out almost perfect. There we go. Now I'll just finish this up off camera because you don't really need to watch me do it repeatedly. For storage, you can get fancy and put them in vacuum packed bags, which will keep them from, I can't remember the fancy term, but basically a solid turning into gas, which is what will happen if you just leave them for an extended period of time open in your freezer. So I just take them into the gallon bag, set that aside, finish cutting, and then just pop it back in the freezer. And when you go pull them back out, these are some I did earlier, you're gonna pull them out and you're gonna go, oh man, that's not clear, that's all cloudy and stuff. Well, that's just because you pulled it out of the freezer. Take it, you don't need to do this. Run some water over it, it goes clear all over again. So that's about it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Can't wait to hear what you have to say in the comments, especially given the poor production quality of this video. I really look forward to interacting with you. And got questions, got something that you've heard about that you want me to try, as far as drinks, beers, or a topic you'd like me to cover, please let me know. Thank you. Talk to you later.